Hi everybody, welcome to my show Singing with Lauren. So today we are going to be learning some warm-ups for beginners. So I have a lot of new students starting with me this month and even more starting in January. So I wanted to make sure I gave a shout out to all my beginners. You are not alone. And I wanted to invite you all to join my Facebook group, Singing Babe Tribe. It's a totally free group. I go live in there every week with some voice tips to talk to you guys, to really create a community. And I know there aren't that many places for singers to go. And the great part about this community is it's not just professional musicians, it's not just singer-songwriters, it's literally people from all backgrounds and all levels of singing, from opera to beginners. So I really welcome you to go join. The link is down below. Go check it out and please subscribe. I just hit over 100 subscribers and I'm so excited. So thank you to all my loyal subscribers. Please share this video with a friend today and ask them to subscribe and give me some love. Now let's get singing. So when you are a beginner, you might be really tempted to just go into your song because you aren't quite sure where to start with your warm-up. But please don't make that mistake. Your voice is gonna last so much longer if you give it the proper time to get stretched out and to warm up. I was talking to one of my students this week who's just starting out and she's a runner, and I said, would you go run a marathon without stretching? And she was like, no way. So you can kind of think about it like that. So when you're first starting out singing, one of the main goals that you should have is just to get your voice out there, get it going, hear what it sounds like, and get used to what it feels like as well. So when you start, we're gonna just start with a really simple siren on an ooh. So this is not like the siren in my other videos where we were going as low as we can to as high as we can. This is just the pure middle of your voice. And you're probably wondering, Lauren, what the heck is a siren? So it's just what it sounds like. It's like an ambulance siren. Woo! Woo! And this kind of helps get things going. So I love to start with this. Now again, do not go as low as you can and as high as you can. Just keep it in the middle. So we're just gonna go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! So it's 1, 2, 3, breathe, and then siren. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! And I want to challenge you that you're actually opening your mouth. So it's really tempting to keep your mouth like this. Ooh, no sound is gonna come out. So we need to keep our mouths open. It might help to put your hands here. Ooh. Again. Ooh. Great. I hope you're feeling good about your siren. That's something that you can do anywhere. So now we're just gonna start a really simple 3-note warm-up on an E. So we're just going to go E, E, Lauren, why is your hand on your stomach? So I am just putting my hand on my stomach so that I have some awareness to what my body is doing. And when you're starting out, a lot of you are probably breathing solely up here, but you really want to make sure that on every single breath, you're awakening your lower abdomen, you're letting it fall because your diaphragm is pushing down and it's pushing out. But you don't have control over your diaphragm. What you do have control over is thinking, I'm going to take a low, good breath. And it'll calm you down too. Let's try that again. Good, now let's go back to this. So for women, we're veering into our head voice here. And if you don't know what your head voice is, you need to go watch my head voice video because I don't have time to delve into it right now. However, I will let you know that you're gonna start feeling a little hootier. It's gonna start feeling a little high, but as long as you keep breathing and you use that breath to sing, you're gonna be fine. So let's do this. One more. And I ended it with that breath in that I'm always talking about. So for you beginners out there that are just joining me for this video, you want to end your musical phrases on an inhalation because otherwise your vocal folds are just closing and they don't have time to just open and be natural in their natural position. So when we're just breathing through the day, our vocal folds are in an open position. And when we make the choice to end the sound by closing them, instead of taking a breath in, which isn't probably actually a choice for most of you. For you, it's probably a habit. So your habit is to just go ee and close it off. But I want you to start working on ee. And notice I ended that with a breath in. Okay, one more exercise to get you beginners started on the right foot. I'm sticking with the E vowel because it's the most focused vowel. Sometimes for beginners, it's the easiest to get sound out. But you don't want to make sure that you want to make sure that it's not an E, like that, but it's just an E, E, And a lot of times I do this with my hand. Because for me, it helps me think, move, 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 move that air. Move, 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 move that air. Because that is what's making our sound smooth and legato. Legato means connected, is our air. Go ahead and move your arm with me. We talked about that breath in to end the phrase is actually also the breath that starts the next phrase. So notice that I'm not going like this. It's just one breath, right? So it's So I'm really using that full maybe second or 2 seconds in between the two musical phrases to take a good breath. I know you guys probably get sick about hearing so much about the breath, but here's the deal. When you can manage the inhalation and the exhalation, probably sick of hearing so much about the breath, but here's the deal. When you can truly master the inhalation and the management of the exhalation, you are going to be 90% of the way there in coming up with a good technique. The rest is making sure that your mouth is in the right position, as well as your tongue, as well as your vocal tract. But so much of what we do is down here and is about the breath. So I always have to come back to it because I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't talk about it. And I really wish that my teachers in the past, although I love them all dearly, would have really been more serious with me about my breathing, because once I figured that part of singing out, my singing changed forever. I can never unlearn that skill. So thank you guys for joining me today. I wanted to remind you that I have a freebie called The Ultimate Guide for Breathing to Sing. And I think that as a beginner, you're going to absolutely love this and you're going to take a lot out of it. So that link is also below. And don't forget to join Singing Babe Tribe. I can't wait to see you in there and serve you with amazing singing tips and tricks. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next week.